Hi, this is Miles Grant at the National Wildlife Federation with your weekly climate capsule. Up first this week is a new report from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service on the state of America's birds. Now, this report's really interesting because for the first time it adds climate change to a list of factors threatening America's bird species, to a list that's already included habitat destruction, pesticides, and invasive species. The report says 1/3 of America's 800 bird species are either endangered or threatened, with migratory and ocean-going birds in the most danger. I asked National Wildlife Federation senior scientist Doug Inkley about what this report means for the birds in your backyard.
Well, I'm very concerned about the impact of climate change on the migratory birds, the birds that will be returning over the next couple of months from their wintering grounds down in South and Central America. These are the birds that I usually hear every day in the springtime or in the summertime. The fact of the matter is these birds have very specific habitat requirements here as well as down on their wintering grounds. And if climate change changes those habitats that they require, both of those areas, we have to be very concerned about what the future will mean for them.
At the White House last week, President Obama met with a group of 14 key senators to talk about clean energy and climate legislation. Now, President Obama is leaving it up to a group of key senators led by John Kerry, Lindsey Graham, and Joe Lieberman to draft details of the bill. But he's reiterating his call for a price on carbon pollution that will give cost certainty to investors, as well as show America's commitment to a clean energy future. And as I am every week, I'm joined by Dirty, the global warming denying sock puppet who gets all his climate information from Glenn Beck. How are you doing this week, Dirty?
The IPCC is a sham.
The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change by the United Nations, which is conducting a normal review of its procedures after a couple issues were raised with its last report. But you're still saying that it's a
total sham.
Right. You know, they have to conduct reviews of these procedures. They're just trying to make sure that they get it right. But
sham.
Yes, and of course, no matter what this report finds, that you'll still be yelling
sham.
Right. And of course, if they hadn't conducted the review in the first place, I'm sure what you'd be saying is
sham wow, sham.
I hadn't seen the sham wow coming. But if you want to get the real facts on this, you can go to wildlifepromise.org. There's a great blog post there from Dr. Amanda Stout.
More like .sham.
.sham. Do you even have internet inside that thing?
Mostly thousands of discarded AOL discs.
Oh, really? AOL, dial-up. I'm sure that's why you're so behind the times. Finally, Earth Day is now fewer than 40 days away. At an event on Capitol Hill last week, leaders from dozens of conservation organizations to sign a declaration calling for the Senate to pass clean energy and climate legislation this year. It's all building to a major rally on the National Mall in Washington on April 25th. You can learn more and sign the declaration yourself at earthdayrevolution.com. Well, you can learn more about these and other climate stories at wildlifepromise.org. Thanks for watching this week's National Wildlife Federation Climate Capsule.